Hello, Aquarius. This is QueenAusetHeru, and I'm here with your March 2024 money reading for Aquarius only. This is the Aquarius Club. So this is a pick a pile reading. We have pile 1 here with our Cinnabar crystal. We have pile 2 here with Lakshmi, and we have pile 3 here with our boy Baby Yoda. So you pick your pile while I introduce myself. My name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining us for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anyone and everyone who might like it too. Please drop us a positive comment in the comment section, and if you want to get a reading done, please email me. I'll be happy to give you a personal private reading. All of my information will be underneath this video. I'll also put underneath this video all of the decks that I am using in case you would like to purchase them yourself. Let's see. I think that's it. All right, so pile 1, we're going with you first. So if you haven't picked your pile yet, pause and pick your pile now. And remember, one or all or some of the cards are going to be for you in the pile that you picked. If the cards are not for you, you picked the wrong pile. People will often call me and tell me, I picked pile 3, but it was pile 1. So some of the times you might get a little tripped up. So if that's the case, look at the other ones because maybe you just simply picked the wrong pile. Okay? Pile 1, what's going on for you? Money, 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 money. All right, so you have the 10 of Wands, pile 1. This means that simply you may have some burdens on your money in March 2024. So you might have the money, but you might need to spend the money or a good deal of the money. For example, you might have have some car trouble or something with the house, or got to get something for your kids or for yourself or something with medical. This is about burdens on your money. So sometimes you have the money and it's still a burden to have to spend it, or you don't have it and it's a burden because you have to try to get it. So this is some type of money thing like that. It's better to have the money and have to spend it than not to have it and have to get it. So it depends on the person, but that's what's going on with you. Some kind of heavy burden on your money for 2024 March. For some of you, that burden is going to be business related. So for some of you, it's going to be a problem that's not so much your money, but it could be like, for example, your business budget could be a problem. You could have to pay to go to school for something that you need for your business or for your resume. Some of you may be starting a business, it even says here, and so you're going to need the money for the startup costs or for whatever it is, inventory or things along those lines. Those are good things because it means that hopefully you'll be making money in the future. So that's what this one is about. It's just basically saying that more than likely you're going to be focused on some business aspect, and that business aspect might cost you some money. It could even be investments. Maybe you have to invest some money right now. For some of you, it's going to be in the medical field. So some of you are going to be like using that. You need more education to be in the medical field. So that's your business. So maybe you're going back to school in the spring and you have to pay for it or something like that. So that's what this vibration is talking about. So for some of you, it is medical training. For some of you, it's a problem with your health. So you're not going to be able to work as much this month. So it depends on what's going on with you. So let's say you hurt your foot, you slip and fall, or you have COVID or something like that. That could be problematic and you could end up working less, and that could affect your money. So it's either something you have to spend it on that's medically related, like maybe, buying medicines or something like that. So it's some type of medical thing that you end up having to spend money on, or even getting money from. Maybe you have some type of a lawsuit for a medical malpractice and you're getting a check in March, or you're getting some good news about your money coming in March. So some of you is going to be very connected to medical stuff. Yeah, see this? Increase your knowledge. Remember I said education? So some of you definitely need more education to do what you're doing. Some of you is going to be actually going to a school. Some of you, it could just be taking a course online or a course at a college or something. Some of you will be using books to figure it out, or paying a mentor or a tutor or a teacher, something like that. So that also goes back to what they were saying before about maybe needing to spend money on that knowledge. And this is your last one, pile one. This is a card for you to do some journaling about your money situation. It says, think of a past situation around money that was wonderful. Which of your inner qualities step forward in those moments? What is this here? What is this here to teach you about your talents? And this also might help you figure it out, because some of you, the whole education thing, maybe you need to figure out what you want to do. Maybe you want to make more money, but you can't figure out what to do. So it's like, well, what is wonderful? What talents do you have? Tap into that. Maybe you're doing something, for example, you're a CNA and you want to go to school to be an RN or an LPN, you know? It could be any of those kind of things. Maybe you're somebody who is a dental assistant and now you want to take the test to be a dentist, or go to school to be a dentist, or however that works, you know? So the question is to ask yourself, what talents do you have and what do you feel wonderful doing? So journal this one. Take a screenshot and journal this, and this will help you with your money goals for 2024 and beyond. All right, pile one. That was your last one. Let me move this to the side, and we're going to go to pile two. Pile two. Interesting that pile two had Lakshmi, because pile two has a really good card. So Lakshmi is all about prosperity. The goddess here, all about prosperity and blessings and things like that. So this card is about prosperity and blessings. So if you're in pile number two, you got a great pile. This is good. This is about being blessed in some kind of way. You might get extra money this month. Some of you, it's going to be income taxes. Some of you, it might be something totally different, something unexpected. Some of you, it's just going to be a nice steady flow of the money that you expect to get. But you're content with it. It's good, you know. It's not that, you know, it's not too many worries in that. Some of y'all got big money. Some of y'all got big money in this pile. Some of y'all have regular money, but either way, it's money, right? So this is an awesome card to get for money. It's about blessings coming from the universe, and it's about rewards. So the things that you've worked towards being, you know, paying off. I just realized her nails look just like mine. Isn't that crazy? Maybe this is my pile. Maybe I'll be the one getting some money this month. For many of you, it's going to revolve around office politics too. So some of you may be you might be working from home and creating a home office. Some of you are working at an office. Some of you are dealing with office politics. Some of you are going to be learning how to cooperate with people at an office. Some of you are going to be hiring or firing somebody at the office. This card is all about what happens at the office. Now let's look at the bottom. Yeah. Some of you also may be taking a position as a secretary or just an office staff member, a manager, something like that. Or your job may seriously need something like that. Maybe that's a problem. Maybe your administrative assistant is out on maternity leave or something, you know? So it might be causing some wackiness at the office. So this is not that bad, and it probably won't affect your money, but it could be problematic, or it could be awesome depending upon how it plays out. See, look at this. Some of you got big money. I told you. Infinite, unlimited potential. So some of you already have the money. Some of you are manifesting the money. Some of you in this month, you're going to see an increase and be like, oh, snap. Remember, this is all connected to the law of attraction. So if you're somebody who wants to keep your money flowing in pile two, get into that law of attraction. Watch The Secret. Check out Esther and Abraham Hicks. You know, check out that kind of stuff. Also, be open to multiple streams of income. Maybe you have a job and now it's time for a side gig. Maybe it's time to start making investments. Maybe it's time to buy some real estate. Maybe it's time to have 2 or 3 other ventures online that are selling T-shirts and doing an Amazon associate program. I don't know. Whatever it is you want to do, there's infinite potential here in Pile 2, so you can expand this. So try to get more than one, and it's not about greed. This is a card about having what you want, having luxury, having comfort could come from that. But it's not about greed. It's about having infinite potential and allowing yourself to receive all that the universe has for you. Yeah, this is really good. Look at this. All is in perfect timing. This is it. Take some action. So it's letting you know that this is really a time for the actions you want to take. So if you want to do something that is career related, job related, money related, this is really all in perfect timing. Take the actions, make the investments, put out the resume. If you want to open your own business, this would be the time for it. Everything is in perfect timing. So this is really awesome. This is a very lucrative pile. And this is your last one. This is your journal question. Pile 2. In what ways are your fears about a hypothetical situation keeping you from fully engaging with the reality surrounding you? So some of you, your fears are what's holding you back. It's not a real problem. Like the money is fine, the timing is fine, everything is fine. You're just scared. So your fears could be keeping you from making that investment. Your fears could be keeping you from opening that account. Your fears could be stopping you from starting that business. So some of you, it's just plain old fear. They call them phantoms. And you can push past your phantoms if you so choose. That is awesome, Paul 2. Paul 2, you should make a donation to Ask an Aquarius. Because you are a baller. All right, let's get the cards together for pile 3. Baby Grogu. I love Baby Grogu. Baby Grogu's so cute. All right, so let's take a look. Pile 3, you have the Ace of Pipes reversed. Pipes is swords, so this is the Ace of Swords reversed. So for some of you, you really need a new beginning. Actually, for some of you, when this card comes up, there's some cloudiness. So it could mean that you need a better budget. Maybe you're not balancing your budget properly. You're living kind of by the seat of your pants in that way. So look at how you're budgeting your money. Make sure you're clear on what's coming in and what's coming out. That's part of that. This card is about getting clarity on your money, getting clarity how it's being spent and what you're doing with it. Okay. Let's see. Some of you work in a place where you're like a helper. So you're like an assistant, there are all kinds of different assistants: dental assistant, cashier, sales rep, call center, CNA, any kind of thing where you are assisting another person who may have a different position than yours. So what this is telling us here is that some of you are being taken advantage of. Some of you, your employer is putting too much on you and not paying you enough. They're kind of infringing upon your time. Some of you is not bad at all. Some of you need to make healthy boundaries, and we have a boundaries card here too. So some of you definitely are getting taken advantage of, and some of you are fine. Some of you enjoy who you're working with and you enjoy what you're doing. You're respected, and that's a good thing. But for a good majority of you, that is not the case. And they're saying that they're taking advantage of you. So you might need to look for a better job that's not acting like that. A job that appreciates and respects you and for what it is that you're doing. See here? Boundaries. You got 2 cards about boundaries. So some of you are being walked all over. There could be violations at your job against, violations against, what is that thing in the States about the labor union, the labor laws? Labor laws. There could be violations against the labor laws at your job, or they could just be taking advantage of you, making you work too many hours, making you pick up too many shifts. Maybe they need to hire more people, but they're not hiring more people because they're dumping everything on you. you know, this is about setting boundaries. So whatever your job is, if you're a helper, especially, but whatever your job is, set some boundaries. And if you can't set boundaries, it's time for you to find a job that respects you. This is ridiculous. I would not keep putting up with that. If you get two cards about boundaries, somebody's stepping all over you. And peep this one, right? Ooh. Step into the spotlight. You have a message the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom. Just how Power 1 was going to school, some of you in Power 3 need to be educating. Some of you need to stop what you're doing. Maybe some of you are teachers. Maybe it's time for you to stop working in your field and start teaching in your field. So let's say you're a nurse and now you go look for a position where you can train other nurses. Or let's say that you're somebody who is an entrepreneur. Maybe you need to do a podcast or write a book. This is about getting into the spotlight and getting your message out. Maybe you're a photographer and now you need to start a YouTube channel so that you can talk to people about photography and maybe drum up more business, but it's from a teaching standpoint. So a lot of you need to be out there teaching, talking, lecturing, giving workshops and stuff like that. So some of you, remember I said some of you are helpers, some of you are actually in positions that you're growing out of. So if you're being treated badly, that's one of the biggest reasons why the universe is very clever, and it knows that we won't move if we're too comfortable. So maybe the universe is making you uncomfortable because it's time for you to step up into something different or something new. Maybe you're going to be leaving your industry. Maybe you're going to be going to school to learn how to teach. Maybe you're going to go be a professor or something like that. So many of you, that's what it's about. It's about doing some type of education. And it doesn't have to be formal education, because it can be through a podcast, through a book, through a radio program. It could be any of those kind of things, whatever you're drawn to and you want to do. But many of you have this light and you're not shining it. You're just doing something that's probably a good job, that's probably noble, but it is lacking boundaries and you're being taken advantage of. And your last card, Power 3, some of this is tied to your confidence. What is the relationship between your confidence and your money? Which elements of this relationship do you want to keep, and which do you want to change? So when I was reading that last card, if you were looking at it thinking to yourself, oh, I can't step out there, I can't do a podcast, I can't, teach a class, Queen, what do you mean? No, you can. Some of you really can. Some of you just don't have the confidence that you can. And because of that, it's affecting your money, because some of you could be making a lot more money if you would be more confident. Maybe you're not going up for that promotion because it means you have to teach or you have to do supervision with some people that are under you or something like that. And maybe you don't have the confidence for that. So your confidence is holding you back and is holding back your money. So for this one, I would say journal this. This will help you journaling this will help you get started. But also, maybe it'll help you figure out that maybe you need a professional. Maybe you need to talk to a therapist about your self-confidence. Those things could be extremely helpful. Maybe you need some self-help books about it. So take a look at your confidence level and see if you're standing in your own way. Okay? All right, guys. This does not look bad at all. Please come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.